Hello everybody, this is Tom 2, and this is Layla, in the Kingdoms of Amalur, and we are continuing the quest in Isa. Look, this is Isa, look at how pretty it is. Man, it's pretty. Where's the music? Let's move on, maybe there'll be music further on. We are going to see the High King of Isa. Wow.
You must listen to me. Felltown is not to be used as a refuse heap for your possessions, nor as a breeding ground. Is nothing sacred to you, dustlings?
I'm just walking here, sir.
Please, come forward into the light of the font. Don't linger there. I need to see you. Closer. Ah, nothing noble about you. That must mean you're the one Erwin is expecting on the trellis. Go there, but be sure to retire to Felltown when you're finished. High King Titarian fulfills his role as our wise ruler. He gathers around him the bravest and most gifted advisors, and together they make up the Court of Summer. Like his predecessors, Titarian's goal is to maintain the Great Cycle, and to keep the balance that has sustained us for all these many seasons.
So what's this Felltown you're talking about?
It is a special district set aside for the young races. A haven, if you will. We encourage you to stay within its confines for your own protection. Do not worry. Felltown has the amenities that your kind need to lead a mortal life, such as merchants, a smithy, and a tavern for evening exploits.
Really? That's really all we are? That's really all we do? Well, actually, that's really all we do. The gardens!
The gardens have been here since the first of our kind sprang forth. Only in the last few mortal years have we chosen to make it known to your people, with good reason. This is a safe place, and we intend to keep it that way. To that end, we ask mortals to adhere to the peace edict, which forbids weapons in the city.
Okay, should I unequipped? I don't know.
Most mortals in Isa are stripped of weapons upon entering the city. However, there are a few exceptions. Ambassadors and guests of the nearer limb. We do this for your own protection, of course. There is a fire in dustling blood that must be quenched by violence. I've never understood it.
What's the understyle?
Once, the understyle was all around you, spreading from the garden's gates to the great trunks of the trellis. But that was before the mortals came.
Still don't know what understyle is. Trellis.
There is little that mortals need to know about the trellis, for it is where the worthy await their moment before the High King. Everyone who stands before the light of the sun must prepare themselves, lest they be blinded. It is behind me, up the great winding stairs.
Alright, well, let's go then. Good boy.
Goodbye, mortal.
Good boy. Hello, citizen.
I met with the Court of Summer just recently. Titarian was quite gracious, although he didn't grant any of my requests.
Oh, okay. Well, let's follow the dot on the map.
This place is so gorgeous.
It is pretty gorgeous. Alright, so... Who are you?
Yes, what do you want? I take this responsibility very seriously.
Yeah, you frigid little... Moving on to the font. Enemies with orange names are more dangerous than most. Ooh, music. This place reminds me of a different location in a different game. Just can't place what. It's pretty though. Maybe Macalania Forest, except green instead of blue. Hello.
The peace edict applies to all mortals, noble and common alike. That means
Girl,
you too.
look at me in the eye when we talk. Oh well. Court of Summer. Wow. Or maybe that place where the Elder Dragon is in Final Fantasy XII.
High King Titarian is waiting
Come
for you.
closer.
Please place the codex before him,
All
and he
right.
will continue.
It's been a long time since I've been here.
Okay. Ooh, cutscene. No crown.
Conceived in chaos, birthed in stolen magic, torn from fate, child of two fathers,
My parents are gay. It's so cute.
treacheries in treacheries, winter is broken. The puppet king upon his throne, drinking flattery and lies. The power that grows in him is not his own.
Ugh.
In the east it did begin, as it will end. From behind the veil she screams. Madness and rage. Madness and rage. We realize this may be confusing for you. Fate, like the Fae, cannot be changed. But the Tuatha are Fae who have become something new. And you are a mortal who is free from Fate's weave. Gadflow claims that the Tuatha are the work of his new god. If the Tuatha are the creations of a god, what does that make you?
Let me think about that.
The time of the Fae is passing. Our land and our souls are diminishing. Few Fae even realize that the great cycle is shifted. Gadflow's war means the death of us all, Fae and mortal alike. It is written in the weave that we shall all pass from this world together. It is too late for us, but not for you. That is the fate which I look to you to change.
Well, I'm special. I'm something new.
The power of a god in the brash hands of a mortal. This is why Niralim fears what you might become. This age has seen much change. Change we once thought was impossible. We were wrong. You are intertwined with the power in the East. There can be no doubt of that. Your energy reaches back to Alabastra. We do not know what will happen when you travel there, but we know that the power behind Gadflow is your ultimate goal. His god holds your answer and the fate of this world.
Well, you know, since I don't really have anyone else to hang out with, and since I'm just walking around and this is a solo game, I'll do it!
I thank you. And perhaps you can help change our world's fate as well. I have seen those who were destined to be heroes, for whom great deeds came naturally. They come, they act, and they pass on as written. You do great things not because you must, but because you choose to. That is by far a far truer
Told you I was
greatness.
special. Well, I just wait. This one doesn't make sense because I totally said I'd do it. So yeah.
Admirable. But strength of will cannot see you through this alone. You may be unbound by fate, but you are not free from death. Speak with your allies. Only with their aid can you hope to overcome the forces that stand against
Agarth. Ooh. EXP bonus and extra gold. I should have done this a while ago. Anyway.
The weave is a puzzle. Each person is a piece. The edges of their fate locking together with the people around them, all performing their duties to form a grand picture. However, you are no longer a puzzle piece. You are a dollop of paint. You cover and redefine the edges of the puzzle pieces you meet. But more dangerously, you repaint the picture of reality itself. Who can trust that your design is better than the original?
Yeah, I'll just nod.
It is the deepest tragedy that our fall should come from our own. Make no mistake, Gadflow is the harbinger of the end of my kind. In fighting him and his army, you will surely spell our doom. For that tragic truth, we forgive you. We are the dreams of warmth and safety, given physical form. But these dreams are endangered by Gadflow and the long winter. Since our kind returned to this world so long ago, it has been my honor to serve as High King of the Summer Court. My rule was always shared with the High King of the Winter Court, until Gadflow arose. Now both of our people are in peril.
Tuatha.
The Summer and Winter Courts have always ruled the Feylands in harmony, as the seasons wash across the world. But with Gadflow's new god, something changed. The Winter Fae who followed him called themselves Tuatha, and bore a mark of Prismir upon them. Their power has grown, and yet they are diminished. Our cold cousins across the sea. Do not think the Winter Court our enemies, for we love them as family, dismal though they may be. Oh, to walk in their starlit gardens once again, or sip their calming stone tea. But the Tuatha have consumed them, and all of their wonders are lost.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, to fix it.
Speak to the antiquarian.
Yeah, I'll talk. No.
Who would have thought you were so interesting? Death seems to have worked out very well for you. Agarth's looking for escape, Neuralim's looking for a savior, and Tatarian is looking for a champion, and somehow, you're giving everyone what they want.
What do you want?
I'm impressed.
Well, you know.
You're right. This won't be easy. The Tuatha have our forces under siege at Mel Senshir, and their power has only grown over the years. You'll need more help than just me and that old Fate Weaver. You'll need an army.
Really? I have to recruit people? I did enough of that in Mass Effect.
A few years ago, one warrior could have slipped past unnoticed, but stealth is no longer an option, not even for me. But there is hope. In the plains of Erethel there waits a player who has been away from this game for far too long. It is time to contact General Telera. Meet me in the village of Emer, and I will tell you everything. We are the charmed, the subtle, and the inspired. In happier days, we were the loftiest of the mortal races. We despise open war. But for decades, the Tuatha have been at war with us, pushing into our lands and forcing us to take up arms. None of us could have foreseen the rise of Gadflow and his army, but we should have, and now we're all facing the price.
Ah, come on, girl. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Nerulem is the oldest living mortal. He remembers the time before even the Fae called these lands home. You should see how they cherish him. He rarely grants an audience to visitors. His tenders say he knows the future as well as the past. It makes him very particular about what he says.
Isa.
The Gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Fae, once spread from the forests of Dalentarth, across the plains of Erethel, and even to the deserts of Ditir. Between the madness of the war and the spread of man, Alfar, and Gnome, the Summer Fae lose a little more ground every day. A tragedy for them.
All right.
Be on your way.
Talk to Agarth.
I couldn't make out half of what the king was saying, but it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. Good thing you won't be facing it alone. In fact, I think I've got a lead on finding an old friend of ours. Old Fulmerus Hughes, of course.
But
if anybody can help, it's bound to be the gnome
I thought
who
he
brought
died.
you back to life. I've been asking around, and I was able to make contact with his superior. He thinks he might be able to help find Hughes.
He died.
No, he's a crafty one. If he got away from those assassins in the lab, like you said, I'm sure he found
No.
someplace new to hide out.
I never said that.
And if anyone's likely to know where he'd go to find safe haven, it'd be the Templar who sponsored his work. His name's Octien. Go southeast to the Hollowlands. Templar Octien will be waiting there to discuss how you might find Hughes. Thanks for giving an old man another chance. It's good to know I've got a future again. And even better not to know what it is. Whoever that Aelin Shear is, I don't think she's our enemy. If she wanted us dead, she could have killed us while we were weakened. But she's still trouble. Reminds me of a dark elf who left me half naked and tied to a bar guest once. Now those were the days.
That's way too much information.
Strange crystal, Prismia. It's normally a shade of blue, but when you treat it and charge it with magic, it turns blood red.
You know about Gatflow.
Gadflow is just some trumped-up fae who started hearing voices, I gather. But a crazy with an army is still a threat, sure enough. Ah, the warm and welcoming fae of the Summer Court. They were the ones who welcomed man, Alfar, and Gnome into the Feylands. You'd hardly realize the Tuatha are the same sort of creature.
But they are.
The Crystal War, they've been calling it. 10 years ago, the Winter Fae turned violent and attacked us in force, calling themselves the Tuatha Daon. They say it's their sacred duty to cleanse the mortals from their lands. Naturally, the humans and Alpha who live here aren't so happy with that plan. It's been going back and forth for years. Where there's war, there's soldiers nervous about their fate, and that's where I come in.
Okay. Tatarian.
He once offered me an honorary knighthood after I slayed the Dream Eater of Amora. He was quite gracious when I turned him down. You know the Summer Court in Issa? Well, the Winter Court are their darker siblings. They're not evil, but they're definitely not nice. Beautiful city, isn't it? You can see why they don't like letting most mortals in. Even the best of us make it look like a mess by comparison. You're not the only one on the hunt for Hughes. Octien has followed his trail to the Hollowlands in Ditir. You'll want to talk to him.
Alright. Well, Fine. You have weird clothes, man. It's like a collar. It's like you've got half a collar. It's anyway. Moving on. Let's explore Issa a little bit. Let's just explore Issa for now. Look at how pretty it is. It is so pretty. I have no idea where I'm going. So not here, but there. All right. Back to the gardens. Alright. Ooh, statues. What a fountain. Elves or elf-like creatures sure like them. Fountains. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's go, yeah, let's go around here. I suppose this kind of looks like the night elf starter area in World of Warcraft. Oh, is that it? Is it? I'm not supposed to carry weapons, so I'll kill a duck. I'll be good. I'll be good. Hi!
Hello.
Oh, you're the first one who's actually nice. Embassy Hall.
Memory Walk is an unnatural place, cursed by the Fae's false gods. I would avoid it if I were you.
Is this where the music coming from? I like the music. Let's go in. Alright, so honestly, who should I go see first? Help Alan Shear or find Hughes? We should find Hughes, huh?
Goods and
Alright
conversation
then,
here.
give me your goods and give me your conversation, Riona.
Hey there, pretty. This is Asker's Alley, best tavern in Issa. Only tavern in Issa, of course, but you didn't
No, I
know that, did you? If you're new in the city, I can help. I know everything. About the Understyle, the Embassy, the Scholia Arcana. You
Ooh.
name it. I know it
Finally,
all.
someone useful. But let's see, let's get rid of stuff. Alright, let's sell things. Yeah, sell. Incinerating longbow. When did I get that? Alright. Chakras of the wildfire. Oh, that's the ones I used to have. The chakrams that I used to wield. I find out stuff. Bye. 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 Bye-bye. Cape of the Wanderer. Oh, I'll stash that one. My old robes. No. Bye. Conqueror's Gauntlets. Yeah, no. Armor of the Elixir. junk stuff. Gloves of the Hardy. Of Tom Hardy. Maybe. Oh, didn't even check it. Doesn't matter. Nope. 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 No, man. Where did I keep all this stuff? Oi, oi, oi. Yearling's Grace. I will store that eventually. More physical damage. Plus, oh, this is kind of nice. I'll stash that. Scholar's Necklace, plus 30 mana. No, I'm good. It's that ring, right? Yeah, this is a quest reward. Gets you into someplace. Alright. Consumables. I should just use the minor things, huh? So I can just get rid of it. Oh, I still got junk stuff, don't I? No junk? Really? Oh, well then. Let's see what she's got. Staff of the Flame, even though I don't really use the staff anymore. Compare. Nope. Nope. Ring of Expansion. Ooh, EXP bonus. Nice. Backpack! Yeah! That's awesome. Yay, look, 110 inventory. That makes me happy. And all the stuff I sold. Alright, well, I'm done here. Let's get on with the conversation.
We provide your basic public service. Ale, and if drinking isn't your thing, then you can always stop by the Hex's game and back.
Games.
Sure, we've got a place to sleep on the floor over there, but it'll cost
really?
you. Fine, it's up to you. Oh, if I had the finery and manners, you wouldn't find me anywhere but the Embassy Hall. I'd even buy a title. But it's a dreadful place these days, what with the war. The Darkofar and Varani are practically at arms over their differences, and everyone speaks in a whisper. I prefer the United Merchants delegation. Those are my people.
Well, you know, I don't really speak at all.
So you want to brush up on your bad luck, do you? That game will do it for you, all right. Speak with Kali in the back. When Issa first opened, the Alfar approached the humans about creating a shared shop, so people here could get their sundries. All of this was lost on the Fae, of course. Most of the United Merchants are good people, like Wystron and Gwenna, but that blacksmith's apprentice, Britt Codgan, he's a leech.
Gossip, too, huh? Oh, Understyle. Tell me what it is.
It's the Fae neighborhood on the other side of the city. There you'll find the Hall of Appointments and the Lyceum Grove. They don't mind if you go exploring in the Understyle, but I wouldn't suggest it unless you know your way around. The Fae can be easily offended. Oh, that's a sinister spot, isn't it? Even the Fae take a few extra steps to walk clear of there. Don't trust anyone in robes. The Oscars took me in when my pa was killed in the war. That's been nearly 10 years. Now this is my home, pretty. It's where you'll find me every day and every night. Olana and her squire Brio, they have the good fortune to meet with all the nobles who visit the High King. A life of lords and ladies. Oh, that's the life for me.
Yeah, well, keep working in this bar, girl. Wait,
Bye now.
how did I get here? I was totally on the other side of the...
Hi.
Oh, well. You know what? Let's just go find... Where are you?
If you're looking to drown your worries at the bottom of a bottle, this is the place for you. I'm Gertern Asker, and this is my establishment.
Good for you.
But if you're looking for the Victor's Brew, we don't sell that in Asker's Alley, and you'll have to take your business elsewhere. It's the most popular drink in Amalur, at least it is now. My Asker's Ale used to be the preferred beverage, but every day brings more cancelled orders. My brother and I are working on a new drink, but it requires something special. Wait a minute. Maybe you could help. If you do, I could see to it that the merchants in Issa treat you well.
Alright, I'm up for it.
So here's what we're thinking. Bring back our grandmother's favorite, Asker's Draft, a classic. The recipe calls for bristletongue seeds. And if you're talking rare ingredients, bristletongue tops the list. It's worthless for potions, but tastes fabulous. The problem is that the Fae control the use of bristletongue, as it's a product of the Font's waters. Talk to Jackson, their apothecary. He can probably get it for us. He spends his time in the Lyceum Grove and the Understyle section of town. He's an odd duck, always crafting new tonics. Some advice? Don't drink any.
Sounds about right. Competition, come on.
There's a brewery near Rathia that makes it. Very small, very secretive. But they've found their niche, that's for certain. Cheap and powerful. It's not a drink for the man who appreciates craftsmanship, tradition. It just helps the soldiers forget all they've been through.
Okay.
See you
what
soon.
ails you? Yeah, I like the quest name. Points for that. Okay, well, we're gonna leave the Gardens of Issa, and we are going to find Former's Hughes and see if that guy's still alive or not. Alright, guys. On to the quest.